time for Medical Monday here on Wisconsin Tonight. Dr. Rose from Baycare Clinic joining us now. You are an ER physician. We're talking about fireworks safety, especially important tonight. Tell us what you see typically on 4th of July in the ER.
So typically on 4th of July, we see a lot of fireworks-related injuries. It's a really common thing that people forget, that fireworks can be unsafe.
What types of injuries do you see? Maybe the most common ones.
So the most common things that we see burns and eye injuries. And usually we see burns to the hands and to the face, and then we can see burns as well.
Okay, I have to ask, who is typically the one going into the ER with these injuries?
So the people typically coming into the ER are young children and young adults.
Men.
Men, about 75% of the time.
And that's a big statistic. 75% of the time it's men.
Correct.
Why do you think that is?
I think that it's a little bravado and probably a little alcohol.
Absolutely makes sense. So let's talk about some of the simple things that you can do to make sure you do not end up in the ER tonight.
Certainly safety, plan ahead. Make sure that you practice normal safety techniques. Don't fire things at people.
Yes.
Try not to use things that you're not prepared to put out with a fire extinguisher if in fact a fire starts. And that you practice, safe lighting techniques.
And these all are things that seem like common sense, right?
Absolutely, these are common sense, but unfortunately, on a yearly basis, we need to remind people so that way they
don't forget.
They don't forget.
All right. So if you do have some type of injury from a firework or something like that, what should you do? I mean, when is it the point when you need to go to the ER?
Certainly, if you suffer from burns, cool water is a good thing to do. Sometimes ice can be helpful. Okay. If you notice that the pain is becoming more than you can control with Tylenol or ibuprofen, or the burns are significant to the extent where they're more than 5% of the body, or they're on the face or eyes, we need to see you sooner rather than later.
Absolutely. Those are very, very good tips. And I think, the biggest thing, keep children away.
Absolutely keep children away. You need to keep tabs on them at all times. They can get near those fireworks pretty quickly, and they can get injured pretty severely.
And that's just it. We both have kids. I mean, they do go. I mean, you have to keep a close eye on them at all times.
Absolutely. It's like a magnet, and they go to them, and it's the most unfortunate thing to see small children burned unnecessarily.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks so much for being with us, Doc. We appreciate it. Hopefully everyone is safe tonight. For more information about fireworks safety, just visit our website, NBC26.com, and click on the Wisconsin Tonight tab.